Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. So, we're in a new year, but that doesn't mean we're not seeing some of the same old stories about how traditional old business models are falling victim to new realities. Take, for example, a piece that ran in the New York Times just a couple of weeks ago. It was about this company out in the Midwest called Book World. They had 45 stores. And these guys, they survived recessions and they survived Barnes and Noble, they survived Walmart, and they even survived the first 20 years of Amazon. But finally, consumers have just changed too much and they're not surviving anymore. They're going out of business. And what they learned was that you can't just be an alternative. You've got to actually offer an advantage. There was a story in the Wall Street Journal about Playboy. Now, apparently, in the wake of Hugh Hefner's passing, the ownership of the company is changing, and the new owners are saying, it's going to be probably less of a media company. We're going to convert it to being a lifestyle company. In fact, the magazine might go away completely. Well, first of all, I'm amazed that there's enough brand equity left in Playboy, and as anachronistic a company as I can imagine, that it could even survive. But apparently, they're going to try and make it work. The Playboy magazine may be no more. And I don't give the rest of it a lot of a shot, but maybe they'll survive. But the thing is, they can't just be an alternative. They've got to offer an advantage. It's also interesting. There was another piece of the New York Times that I read about MoviePass, and I've written about MoviePass here. The whole idea is you pay for this monthly pass. It's $9.95, and it allows you to go to the movies once a day, 365 days a year. Well, MoviePass apparently has signed up more than 1 million people in the last 4 months to be part of the program. Now, the theaters hate it. They some of them can't do anything about it, but the theaters really hate it because they feel like, tickets they're normally charging $10, $12, $14 for, they're going for a lot less. But they are apparently getting people into the theaters. And listen, I was pretty skeptical about this when I first started, largely because I just don't think there's enough product in the pipeline to make it worth it. But I know I have a son in Chicago who loves it, and he sees a lot of movies using the MoviePass. Whatever, MoviePass clearly has tapped into something. They've tapped into a hunger. They've tapped into a desire in the public. And the movie studios and the theaters are going to have to figure out how to adapt to this subscription program because there's only so much money out there, and there's only so much attention out there for their entertainment product. They've got to be more than an alternative. They've got to offer an advantage. The Times story also reminded me of a line from Ernest Hemingway's The Sun Also Rises, in which a character is asked how he went bust. He said 2 ways: gradually and then suddenly. And that's the way it goes for everybody. That's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.